I'm really sad to say that my MSI laptop, my 2016 9-year-old laptop, received the infamous blue screen of death earlier this month. I tried my damnedest to reset and reformat the comp, but unfortunately, nothing worked. I got a few messages from my MSI at some point anyway saying that something went horribly wrong internally, that a reset was impossible because of either a missing file or incompatibility somewhere, or that there was a major unresolvable error. Blah blah blah. The list goes fucking on. Anyway, almost immediately after, my calm and composure kicked in. I literally said out loud, Kai, look, chill, mate. We were prepared for this. Yes, true, the MSI has been a long-time staple for me to play RAM-heavy, intense games, and also record and edit equally RAM-consuming podcasts. But I did build into this process a contingency. My second laptop, my ex-MBA, so-called work laptop, mostly for job hunting these days. It's the Lenovo 9i, which I bought, or rather my sister bought for me, back in 2021. This would be the alternative then. My Samsung Q2U podcast mic is already attached to it. Descript has also been installed into the comp and also accessible via cloud. I can do the recordings there. It's fine, it's fine. Hush now, Kai. And so I made preparations shortly after that, the MSI fiasco, to record on the Lenovo. I proceeded to put on my headset, mostly so that I could monitor my voice as I normally would do during my recordings, and then I hit record. And almost immediately, I heard loud whirring sounds in the background. And then I realized, oh shit, it's my Lenovo. Well, it seems my MSI is quite dead, and if I'm not careful, my Lenovo is next. Hopefully, ideally anyway, one day it becomes fixed, but that remains to be seen. I'm already psychologically ready for its death anyway. But coming back to the question at hand, how do I record here on out? I am broken. It's been a damn good comp to me, and because I can't afford a new comp, I've had to rely on it for a lot of things that require heavy consumption of RAM, such as gaming, for instance. And for recordings, fortunately, the MSI can also manage it. And I've been recording all of my episodes for Kailogue, so far around 10 of them, on my MSI. The Lenovo was really just meant to be a backup. Now, back at its peak, the Lenovo supported me when I was engaging in my second podcast, and this was in 2022. But since installing Windows 11, and this was about 2 months ago, I think that RAM has just been a bit non-existent on this laptop. And there's no way to add more RAM to it, so I'm stuck. So Kai, how the hell are you recording this? Well, contingencies are never just one or two. There's more. I wasn't sure if this was just good luck, if I even have any. But recently, before the MSI fiasco, I managed to get hold of a pair of wireless lavaliers. Now, what are lavaliers? Basically, they are mini microphones that you can attach to your collar. And these are for people who walk around when they do their recordings. They never sit still, basically. And you just record onto your phone. The ones I have, they're wireless. And I have a set of two, meaning that I can also do guest recordings. I haven't tried it before, and I was concerned if the lavaliers won't be able to produce the same audio quality as the Samsung or the Blue Yeti. But since I can't record on either of my laptops, I'll just have to rely on these little guys. So this is the result. Now, it's not the most ideal setting for me. I was really hoping to just use it for outdoor use, or maybe when I was interviewing guests, but so be it. Honestly, I understand this well enough that most podcasters don't get to have their ideal settings. Most don't have 3 goddamn podcast mics plus lavaliers to play around with, or 2 laptops, one to serve as a contingency, or whatever. I'm really fortunate in that sense, and I'm pretty aware of it. So for the interim, either until the MSI gets fixed, or if I ever land a job and get a newer comp, this will be the alternative. It sounds okay for the most part. I think I can live with it for now. Well, I like to try to tell everyone, hey, look at the bright side of things. Or hey, there's always another way. But sometimes it really is a little bullshit. It's okay to just shout out loud every now and then. Curse, right? Be frustrated. But then, yes, after a period of time, you just have to tell yourself, okay, it's enough. Enough rambling, enough ranting, enough shouting. It's time to press on. Fortunately, and frankly, there's almost always another way. In my case, it's not the most ideal. But hey, it's a way that works. Even if I didn't have these lavaliers, I would still suck it up and just record directly, mouth to phone receiver to recorder app, and just deal with it. Because, that's life. I mean, I can't possibly wait until February 2028 or whenever it is that I secure a job to then get a newer comp and then resume my podcast recordings, can I? It's just not sensible. So here it is, at least for the immediate future. Podcasting it's a lot of fun. I mean, sure, it'd be great if some Spotify agent is listening in and is prepared to share with me plans for a 3-year, $100 million Spotify deal. But it's just wishful thinking. In the meantime, either one way, podcasting is something I enjoy. The ability to talk and talk my heart out. And, best case scenario, I get to share with the world the little random things that ideally resonate among us, that give us the aha, damn, I feel the same way moments. At the very least, it's what passes the time for me. So here's to the MSI, here's to my good old lavaliers, and to carrying on with podcasting.